Hi, hello. I'm Max, and this is Pokemon Emerald Kaizo, the hardest ROM hack ever created. Every gym leader holds a full set of 6 Pokemon, every trainer is mandatory, and every boss battle is nearly impossible to slide past. That is unless you're the best Pokemon challenge runner on Twitch and YouTube. And I am. So this is how I beat Pokemon Emerald Kaizo with level caps and set mode, using only starter Pokemon. We reset 3 too many times for Hasty Torchic. This nature is important later. We then carry our Pokeballs over to newly discovered patches of grass containing Mudkip, Trico, Totodile, Squirtle, Cyndaquil, Charmander, Chikorita, and Bulbasaur. Red is our first real battle. Fortunately, our Trico-Bulbasaur combination sent him back to Kanto. We have roughly 8 months before he sends his unban request. Roxanne is next. In Vanilla Emerald, Mudkip would sweep. In Emerald Kaizo, we have to be really smart. Her nose pass is thrown out and we seismic toss into double kick to avoid proccing her citrus berry. Anorith can't take our mud shot into water gun combo. Lily peels but falls to a twin set of double kicks. Bulbasaur makes quick work of Relicanth. Grovyle does the same with Lunatone. Rallycake the Croconaw drowns Shuckle to fish up the W for us. The brawl with Brawly quickly follows. We start with Combuskin and switch to Marshtomp to bob and weave away from the Intimidate. Mudshot down the Hitmontop and return a Combuskin to 1v1 the Hitmonlee. Rallycake slashes through the Poly with Wrath. Wartortle tags in for Hitmonchan and Combuskin comes back to burn down the small house that Meditite built. Hariyama's last and Clover manages to find the crit. Oh, it was a crit! Where's Ella when you need her? Ask any hardcore Nuzlocke. Watson is Emerald Kaizo's gatekeeper. Plenty of attempts and a Velociraptor's level of luck will get you this far. It's planning and skill that'll get you farther. Watson opens Jolteon. We counter with a barrage of Sludge Bombs. Our pre-damaged Grovyle magical leaves the VA Lantern and endeavors the Ampharos. Charmeleon finishes the work Grovyle started. Marshtomp does the same for Charmeleon. We Mudchop the Electabuzz and honk our way into Bayleaf instead of sacking. Magical Leaf takes it out. A Rock Tomb crit sneaks its way into our moves and a Seismic Toss finishes. Watson down. Progress made. Red can't wait the 8 months for their unban request to be available, so they jump me on the way to Full Arbor. Blaziken kicks the Pika, we stall the Lax into struggle, Charizard takes the next 2. Our delayed Marshtomp finishes the 2 after. Maxie has a Registeel. We have Blaze Kick. Claydol booms alongside the Swampert, and we get a quick reset. Sceptile comes out, manages to take out the Alakazam before endeavoring the Houndoom and falling. A Seismic Toss from Blaziken finishes off the Houndoom, and Crobat is where things get scary. Typhlosion Thunder punches through Crobat, and the rest of our team shares a final knockout on Dusclops. Flannery is where even the hardcore players can fall. Our Typhlosion leads us into war with a series of Thunder Punches, and Sceptile comes out on an Earthquake to start chucking rocks. This slides through both Charizard and after a patented Rock Slide flinch. Castform. Blastoise water spouts a Blaziken before mirror coating an Arcanine to its knees. Arcanine faces too much recoil damage on the next turn to stay up. Typhlosion comes back out to 1v1 Flannery's, and that's how the battle ends. 4 down, 4 left. We find our dad before he finds his car keys, and that traumatizes us into a double battle. I am a no plans, just vibes brother, and it's evident here. The plan quickly evolves into taking out the Slacking, which is finally done by a Magical Leap Water Spout combo, and Espeon falls to Swampert on the next turn. Snorlax comes in, and knowing that it can't touch us unless it's asleep, we avoid hitting it. We double into Kenga, and then Tauros. And finally, we use Pokeballs to stall the Lax out of moves. This is where we spam all of our special moves until it's over. Winona is another double battle, and this one is much more terrifying than the last. We lead Rock Slide Water Spout to handle the Aerodactyl, and their Zapdos takes our Sceptile down with it. Typhlosion meets Flygon, and Swampert sends Moltres back into its Pokeball. Our planless run starts losing Mons before Rallycake Ice Punch puts Flygon to bed. A final Water Spout from Blastoise feels like we're grasping for air, and Articuno and Charizard are all that's left. Charizard fire punches Articuno directly in the chest, and the bird falls next to the others. A little hot tub break to remind you all that I stream daily, Monday to Friday, on twitch.tv/HeroLMaxo. It's a lot of fun, and I enjoy talking through strategies with everyone. There's also a ton of content and a ton of laughs that don't make it into the videos. This is Maxie's run-ending team. Blaziken manages to OHKO the T-Tar, and we switch Sceptile into a Chlorophyll speed-boosted Psychic. From there, an Endeavor leaves this Egg Tree and Venu Sludge Bomb range. Charizard polishes off the Flygon, burns down the Gengar's hopes and dreams, and falls gracefully to Entei. Blastoise narrowly survives a Solar Beam and mirror coats it back at Entei. Arcanine falls to a 1-2 Blaziken uppercut combo. Pete and Liza let out their Lotties and we double mirror coat and double pray. This is the only play here. Swampert Surf avenges Blastoise before Sceptile has to do the same for Swampert. Sceptile follows up with a double kill on Gardevoir, an assist on Latios, and finally a triple kill on Medicham. Jirachi and everything Pete, Liza, and Solzy have worked for ends here.
Deal with Suicune and Raikou? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. We made it this far, haven't we?
Archie shows up, says I'll never defeat Sexy Biker Georgie, and then throws out the legendary dogs. I don't know what that means. I don't think I'll ever know what that means, but here we are. Throw leaf blades like a circus act at Suicune, and follow with petals at the dance floor for Quillfish. We push every move we have into Raikou until it falls, and do the same for Dragonite. Kingdra takes 2 of our chess pieces, and Feraligatr is all that is left for a non-attacking Metagross. Oh no, how will we ever handle this?
Thank you for Waterfall. I will not go chasing them.
The 8th gym houses 2 leaders. Are they roommates? It's none of my business. We mirror coat the Kingdra, Leaf Blade the cast form, do the same to Ludi and Lapras.
Do right? Oh, on 1 HP!
And replay our mirror coat on the Milo. Swampert falls to a water spout, and Juan is last. Once more with a double battle, we double mirror coat and then rock slide every chance we get. This takes down half the team. We start to double target the right slot and leave the lantern up until it's the last Mon left. Easy. The final red battle goes like the first. Nothing is said between us, rather we fake out Water Spout the Ho into recoiling itself to death. Lapras can't take a Leaf Blade, Mew can't take a Waterfall, Celebi can't take a Flamethrower, Snorlax can't swim, and Dragonite gets caught under a rock slide. You and Day are going back to Kanto. The Elite Four is our final challenge. Sydney dresses like it's 2004 for his time on YouTube. Frenzy Plant crit here saves us, but a normal roll is shuts a Seppi sack into a Shadow Sneak. Blaze Kick finishes off the Sableye. Oro surviving Blaziken's superpower here is crucial. It does, and we go down. We juke the Tauros out and then meme on the Houndoom. An Earthquake shakes down Jolteon and we mirror back the Psychic at Alakazam. Feraligatr finishes Machamp and we move towards Phoebe. Phoebe bridges our motion sickness away with a double hypnosis and we pivot around it. A mirror coat wakes us up and Moxie goes down. A double X scissors cuts through Gardevoir and then Ludicolo. We spam Ancient Powers into Crobat and manage no boost before it falls. Dusclops can't cover Blaziken and is blazing fast 40 time.
Just give it to me? I gave it to me!
Glacier's Glalie goes chasing waterfalls and falls faster than water down a waterfall. Feraligatr powers through Dugong and Blaziken superpowers through both Regice and Lapras. Sceptile finishes Glacia by carving through both Wailord and Swampert. Drake is next. Latios can't hold up against a mirror coat, and Blastoise essentially Destiny bonds the T-Tar. Swampert beams through Salamence, and once again, mirror coat takes down a Kingdra. Feraligatr Ancient Powers the Dragonite, and Mega Man Meganium flails out last to finish off the final Latios. Steven is last.
So we take the Flamethrower, and then as long as it's not a crit, we live. As long as it's not a crit, we live. As long as I don't get crit here, as long as I don't get crit on this Flamethrower, we live.
Nobody gets crit twice on Steven.
Did I just get crit twice in the same battle?
Take 2.
Alright, Steven. I don't have a lot of nice things to say to you.
Blaziken crossed the road to overheat on Metagross. After falling into Blaze, we kick Solzy for a few dollars.
Imagine getting crit right here. That'd be so bad. It'd be so awkward, dude. Like, what would I do with my hands? crit! Right back at you!
Sceptile cuts through Starmie as well. We dodge another crit from the Aerodactyl, and Water Spout drowns it. One final crit to dodge, one Mirror Coat to go.
On 15 HP! Oh my god! Easy Mirror Coat here. And that's it! That is it! That is it! The whole damn race is over! Emerald Kaizo for months, for years, since the game came out, couldn't be me. Oh my goodness. I'm too tall for this. Oh man, that was a whole experience.